Hi, my name is Rockapenda. On July 21st, 2024, I was the 33rd Iron to achieve 200 mil Hunter, making it the 4th 200 mil I've gotten thus far. In this video, first we'll be comparing the different methods to train Hunter and my opinion of each, and then we'll break down exactly what I did to accomplish 200 mil Hunter. If you enjoyed the video, please drop a like and subscribe if you would like to join me on the 200 mil all journey. Also, be sure to stay till the end if you'd like to play a little game with me in Kingdom Clan. But with that, let's get into Hunter. There are primarily 5 methods for training Hunter on an Iron: Birdhouses, aerial fishing, chinning, Herbiboar, and with the 2024 release of Rumours, Hunter Rumours. Birdhouses, when measured on an XP per time invested, are great Hunter experience per hour. They provide a reliable source of bird nests which can contain tree seeds, various rings, and also god eggs if you're trying to acquire the evil chicken outfit. The drawbacks to birdhouses are that you need an ample supply of redwood logs and seeds, which detracts from AFK time on the side. You could be doing other more meaningful grinds. And like farming, you are limited to 1 run every 50 minutes, which sets a hard cap on how much XP per day you can actually achieve with this method. It's great over a long period of time and to accumulate nests for brews and herb XP, but not really suitable if you're trying to grind out Hunter experience. For me, I finished the Evil Chicken outfit alongside Forestry Part 2, and the nest stack has gotten to the point where I have way more nests and brews than I'll ever need or could possibly use. I don't do birdhouse runs anymore. Aerial fishing is certainly one of the ways to train Hunter of all time. It provides a mix of Hunter and fishing experience at the same time, but it is very active. There is no downtime with this method. If you're not clicking, you're not generating experience. For me, I would rather train each skill separately at a higher dedicated experience with less comparative effort than investing twice the time into the very active method, like aerial fishing, for not a lot, if any, gain. Not to mention, there's no tangible benefit for this training method outside of the raw experience you get. That said, I have done a good bit of aerial fishing. As mentioned in the first video, the overlapping goal of collection logging incentivized me to green log aerial fishing, and so I got the Hunter and fishing experience as a byproduct of that other goal. I would recommend, if you want to do aerial fishing, that you give mobile a try. It is the one activity that is markedly better on mobile than it is on PC. You can orient your camera in such a way that while your left thumb is focusing on hitting the pools, your right thumb focuses on managing your inventory, whether that is cutting up the fish to make more fish chunks, or with the tap to drop feature enabled to quickly clear the unwanted fish. But aside from collection logging, aerial fishing is not recommended for training. Chinning is the highest experience method for solely Hunter experience, especially if you know how to tick manip. I trained Hunter using this method until 28.8 million for the chin pad, with a mix of black and red chins. Unfortunately, chins have very limited use long term for an Iron. The chins I have acquired were primarily used on Kree, but now that I have a shadow, they just sit in the bank collecting dust. On a normie account, it's fine to use this method of training because you can just sell the chins for cash, but as an Iron, we should choose a better way to train Hunter. Speaking of, Herbiboar is a better way. Herbiboar experience is the most difficult artisan skill to bank for Irons. Herbiboar is a great way to generate herbs, while also getting a respectable amount of Hunter experience at the same time. I'll dive into the specific numbers later, but on average, you'll get 50 experience per catch and 357 herb experience banked per Herbiboar. So every 10 million Hunter experience done at Herbiboar results in 1.5 million Herbiboar experience. Herbiboar has been the preferred method for training Hunter on an Iron for this reason. Herbiboar is good, but I think we can do better now. With the release of Rumours, Hunter Rumours did for Hunter what Wintertodd did for firemaking. Not only do I still get to hunt Herbiboar and bank the herb XP, albeit to a lesser amount, I now get bonus experience for completing the Rumours and reward sacks on top of it. Hunter Rumours is, in my opinion, the best way to train Hunter now. It does take a bit of effort to set up the method, so let's delve into that now, and then we'll follow up with a retrospective to analyze this method compared to Herby later. There are 6 guild hunters, each of which can assign you a rumor to hunt a specific creature and recover a rare part from it. Upon doing so, you are rewarded with some bonus hunter experience, as well as a goodie bag containing some skilling resources and supplies. Each hunter has their own list of creatures to pursue, with some overlap with each other. The notable mechanic here is that they cannot provide you a rumor for a creature if you already have that rumor from another hunter. This is effectively a block list for rumors, which means you can reduce the amount of available rumors from any given hunter you wish to utilize. I chose to use the master level guild hunter Wolf because the higher tier rumors give more experience per completion and more loot rolls per bag. Wolf starts with 8 possible rumors. You can reduce this down to 3 rumors by getting the other 5 assigned from the lower tier guild hunters. The best 3 rumors from Wolf are Herbiboar, Dashing Kebbits, and Teku Salamanders. Herbiboar, obviously for banking Herb XP. Dashing Kebbits are a falconry task, and they are the fastest rumors to complete. And Teku Salamanders only require ropes and nets, which are reusable, and setting up and dismantling the traps are a quick process that doesn't require any tick manipulation. Compare these rumors to chins, which require tick manip to be efficient. Antelopes require logs, a knife, a teasing stick, and an axe and candor and headgear to resupply, or banking every so often to refill your log basket. Moonlight moths can sometimes feel like they take forever to complete if you're unlucky, and oftentimes you'll run out of run energy doing this rumor. Red salamanders need Arania teleport tabs, and sometimes it's a struggle to find an open world because they are a common training method for early game hunter. Blocking the 5 bad rumors is a bit of a lengthy process. First, make sure back-to-back rumors is disabled by speaking to Guild Scribe Verity behind the counter. Then start checking the Guild Hunter's current rumors, starting with Wolf to make sure he has one of the 3 rumors you want to keep in rotation. If he currently has a rumor that you wish to block on a lower tier, keep completing them until it isn't one you wish to block. Then check the other 5 Guild Hunters' rumors to see what they're currently blocking. I would recommend you start blocking rumors with the Adept level Guild Hunters first, with Service blocking Chins and Ornis blocking Red Salamanders. Then move on to the Expert levels with Tico blocking Sunlight Antelopes and Eiko blocking Moonlight Moths. Finally, set the Novice Guild Hunter to block Moonlight Antelopes. These masters must be the ones to block these specific tasks. Unfortunately, there's not a way to incorporate red chins into the block list and still leave you with only 3 rumors to cycle between. If you want to hunt red chins for the pet, simply leave them unblocked with Service and cycle with 4 tasks instead of 3 until you get the pet. My gear and inventory setup looks like this. With the block list I've outlined, the only required supplies in your inventory are 4 nets, 4 ropes, stamina pots, secateurs, and herb sack for Herbiboar. Do not equip your secateurs because you'll have to unequip them every Dashing Kebbit task. You do not need them equipped to get the bonus herb from Herby. I would also recommend a meat pouch and a fur pouch to minimize Kebbit inventory management and to bank the meat. You can also bring a rune pouch and some alkables or fletching materials for something to do during Herby runs. Use Piscator's teleport scrolls if you have them. They put you closer to the falconry area than the fairy ring, and they save you the extra teleport to get to a fairy ring in the first place. While doing rumors, I wanted to maximize the amount of Dashing Kebbit and Herbiboar tasks I got, while minimizing the amount of Teku Salamanders. You can choose to enable or disable the chance of getting the same task twice in a row by talking to Guild Scribe Verity behind the counter as we mentioned before. With only 3 tasks to choose from, with back-to-back enabled, you have a 33% chance to get the same task again. With back-to-back disabled, you will not get the same task, and it's an even 50% chance to receive either of the 2 other tasks. So back-to-back on for Dashing Kebbit and Herbiboar, and back-to-back off for Teku Salamanders. By doing this strategy, the 3 tasks go from an equal distribution to a weighted one, increasing the amount of Herbiboar and Dashing Kebbit tasks we do as a whole. Roughly 33% of each changes to like 40% Herby, 40% Kebbits, and only 20% Ticker Salamanders. And now that the hunter methods are covered, let's delve into how I achieved 200 mil hunter. This graph represents my hunter experience over time, courtesy of Temple. Before we get into the 143.6 million experience that is the hockey stick on the right, which, spoiler, is Hunter Rumours, let's take a look at the first 56.4 million. I maxed on February 29th, 2020 here. Unfortunately, I don't have the chart of the pre-max grind. I simply wasn't a part of these external websites at the time. If I'm remembering correctly, it was mostly chins and birdhouse runs. The chins were needed for Kriara to get full Armadillo. Nowadays, I use Tamek and Shadow to take on Kree, but at earlier stages of Iron accounts, chins are probably the best option available. After 99 Hunter, it was mostly occasional birdhouse runs. I didn't do any real dedicated training. Death mechanics were changed on June 26, 2020, and given the risk of a rollback, I didn't want to continue the corp grind that day, so I decided to hit up Herbiboar for the first time. I got the Herby pet at 301 KC, and then decided to round it out to 400 KC because it was a nice clean milestone. Around there, I was aiming for all skilling pets. This section is me going for Chin Pet, which I got at 28.8 million experience. Temperos was in development and due to come out March 21st of 2021. In preparation for that, I wanted to make the fish sack barrel, so I knocked out the aerial fishing log during this time. From there, the only way I trained Hunter up until Varlamore was birdhouse runs, especially in this chunk where Forestry Part 2 introduced Entlings, which really ignited my desire to grind out the evil chicken outfit while I could. During this time, I was doing birdhouse runs every 50 minutes on the dot. We were getting roughly 15 god eggs per hour. Now for the hockey stick. This section is 143.6 million hunter experience that I chose to complete via master level Hunter Rumours. During this 4-month stretch of time, I completed 10,671 Rumours and grew my Herby KC from 400 to 17,835 KC. Since the plan for 200 mil before Rumours was to camp Herbiboar the whole time, I want to do a retrospective on whether or not that decision was a good one. At 99 Hunter, Herbiboar gives 2461 Hunter experience for catching it, and 50 experience per step in tracking it. It takes 2 to 8 steps per KC, and sometimes Herby confuses you, and you have to start over. So let's say for a conservative estimate, it takes 4 steps per KC, or an additional 200 experience per KC, totaling 2661 Hunter experience per Herbiboar KC. Upon harvesting Herby, you also get 25, 50, or 75 Herbiboar experience, depending on whether you got 1, 2, or 3 herbs in the harvest. The bonus herb from the magical secateurs does not provide any additional experience, just the extra herb. So on average, we'll say 50 herb experience per harvesting, in addition to the 2661 hunter experience for catching. Across 143.6 million hunter experience, that is 54,000 Herby KC and 2.7 million herb XP just from harvesting. The herbs we gathered would amount to about 19.3 million herb XP on top of that. Compare this to the 17,435 Herbiboar KC I actually got, only 871,000 herb XP from harvesting, and banking only 6.4 million herb XP from the herbs harvested. So I gave up 14.7 million herb XP to do Hunter Rumours instead. And I've said many times that herb XP on an iron is difficult to accumulate. So what did the Hunter Rumours provide in exchange for this very valuable resource deficit? Well, firstly, the sacks gives herbs themselves. These herbs totaled 4.3 million Herbiboar experience, plus 30,000 nests for future Toadflax use. In all practicality, this frees me from ever having to do a birdhouse run again, so in reality, the net herb loss is only 10.4 million herb XP. Related to herbs, we got 7,400 Quetzal feed sacks, which is used for recharging the whistle. The whistle teleport is closest to the disease-free patch in Fortis. At 1 charge per herb run, I should have enough to cover teleporting to this patch forever. A minor bonus, but not insignificant, we got 30.6 million raw GP, which will be put towards making planks. Speaking of, We got 7,300 mahogany and 2,600 teak logs, totaling 1.3 million construction experience banked. We also got 7,000 magic, 8,500 yew, and 4,300 maple logs, totaling 2.8 million fletching experience banked. But that's just the warm-up. The two biggest categories for banked skilling supplies are prayer and cooking. In the 10,000 plus rumors logged, we banked 1.1 million bone fragments and 37,000 sun-kissed bones. Each sun-kissed bone can be further broken down into 45 fragments and also give 5 crafting experience each, totaling 1.7 million more bone fragments plus the 185,000 crafting experience for breaking them down. So that is 2.8 million bone fragments total. Bone fragments are worth 6.32 per experience each when turned into the altar, with Blessed Sunfire wine and full zealot robes. This means in total we banked 17.6 million per experience worth of bone fragments. You can get XP rates over 1.5 million per hour when turning these in. It is really fast, and without the risk of PKers showing up and ruining your experience. And then there's cooking. We banked 11.5 million cooking experience in raw hunter meats. But wait, there's more. Because I brought the large pouch when doing dashing kebbits, I also managed to bank 26,000 raw kebbit meat, which is another 5.6 million cooking experience banked on top of that. In total, I banked 17.1 million cooking experience doing rumors. One final consideration is to compare the XP rates of master level rumors versus straight Herbiboar. I was getting approximately 200,000 per hour doing rumors. Herbi topped out at 171,000 per hour according to the wiki. So over the course of 143.6 million hunter experience, we saved roughly 122 hours of playtime. In summary, by doing hunter rumors instead of solely Herbiboar, we missed out on 10.4 million herb XP. But we gained 2.8 million fletching, 1.3 million con, 185,000 crafting, 17.6 million prayer, 17.1 million cooking, 30.6 million raw GP, 7,400 kets and feed, and 122 hours of time played. So, was it worth it? Yeah, I think it was. Thank you so much if you've made it this far in the video. Tuna Hunter took about 1,000 hours to achieve, so if you liked the video, please hit the like button. It helps the channel grow. If you would like to continue with me along this 200 journey, feel free to subscribe. And now, onto the game I alluded to at the start. So in celebration of 200 Hunter, I hosted a fun little event in Kingdom Clan. All the participants would hunt an Herbiboar beginning at the same rock near the Mushroom Meadow teleport. Whoever's Herbiboar led them to the same end tunnel as me would win a 10 million GP prize. For you, dear viewer, I would like you to leave a comment choosing which of the 9 possible tunnels you think the final Herbiboar was hiding in. Take your time. We gotta wait for the clanmates to finish their hunts anyway. And no cheating. Okay, here we go. So, were you right? Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.